Hello everyone, I'm Sakshi Dhanokar. Today we will discuss about the participant recruitment in a clinical trial. So guys, what is a participant recruitment in a clinical trials? It is one of the process of identifying, approaching and the enrolling individuals to participate in the research study or in the clinical trial aim at the evaluating the effect of a new treatment or the new medicine intervention or the procedure that are undergoing. So the recruitment phase is critical to the success of clinical trial, as the right participants need to the enroll in order to generate the valid, reliable and the meaningful result. So this all about the participant recruitment or called as a participant recruitment. There are some key elements of participant recruitment. First one element of a participant recruitment is identifying the eligible participant. Second one is a recruitment strategies. Then third one is a informed consent for the patient and the individual. Fourth one is a incentives. Then five is a overcoming the barriers that are arises during the clinical trial. Sixth one is a retention during the trial, and the seventh was is a tracking and the reporting. So these are the key element are studies are required during the recruitment of a participant in the clinical trial. So first one is identifying the eligible participant. So inclusion and the exclusion criteria are seen in the clinical trial during the recruitment process. So these are the set of medical, demographic, then behavioral changes or the characteristic that determine whether the person qualifies for the trial. So these ensure the safety of participants and that the result of a trial are successfully scientifically valid or not. So what is the inclusion and the exclusion criteria for the recruitment of a participant or the eligible participant? So what is the inclusion criteria? Inclusion criteria consists the characteristic that must be a present for the someone to participate. For example, inclusion criteria consists the age, then range, then disease stage, etc. So what is the exclusion criteria? Exclusion criteria is a characteristic that disqualify the someone from the trial, or for example other health condition that may interfere with the study. Due to these the characteristic are disqualified from the trial, etc. So the target population in the clinical trial may be focused on the specific groups. For example, adult with a diabetes, women in a menopause, children with a asthma. These characteristics help to refine the recruitment efforts. So these are all about in the key elements, that is identifying the eligible participant. These are all include or seen on the basis of their eligibility. Second one is a requirement strategy. So in consist of advertising, then outreach to healthcare provider, then community in engagement, online recruitment, then direct contact. This all about are observed in the then are all about are required in the recruitment strategies. Third one is a informed consent. It is the most important key element due to the participant recruitment. So what is the informed consent form? Informed consent is one of the procedure or is one of the form that provide all information to the patient about the trial and get a signature of a patient for proceed the trial. So consent process before the participant are enrolled, they must be provided with all the relevant information about the trial to the patient, or including its purpose. What is the purpose of a study? What is the purpose of a clinical trial? Then a potential risks arises in a clinical trial, or the benefits and the loss of clinical trials that are undergoes. Then procedure, then must voluntarily agree to the participate, usually by signing in a informed consent form. If a participant is agree for this all condition, then the participants get assigned to this informed consent form. So next one is a ethical standard. In case of ethical standard, the consent process is carefully monitored to ensure the participant understand the trial and their rights, including the rights to withdraw at any time without the penalty. So, in this trial, participants have a right to withdraw from the trials in case of any understand the trial, or in case of any carefully monitor the trials, or any time without penalty. Fourth one is a incentive. Participant may be offered the compensation such as a payment for time and the travel, or access to experimental treatment. Intensive can improve the recruitment rates, but care must be taken to avoid the under influence. Overcoming barriers. In condition of overcoming barriers, misunderstanding and the misinformation is the most important aspect for the participant. Second one is a cultural and the language barrier for the participant. Then access to participation is one of the most important part of a recruitment. Sixth one is a retention during the trial, and the seventh one is the tracking and the reporting. Now we see the challenges in a recruitment. First one challenge that arise during the recruitment is a difficulty in finding the eligible participant. Some trials have a strict criteria that can limit the pool of eligible participants, or particularly in a rare diseases, etc. So difficulty in finding the eligible participant is a most of the challenge, or it is a main challenge that occur during the recruitment of participant. Second one is a participant dropout, then cost and time of a trial, etc. This all about the recruitment of participant in a clinical trial. Thank you.